Hiya, welcome to the channel, or just welcome back, and you're here with me, Emma. So today we are watching season 7 episode 4? Yeah, episode 4 of Doctor Who, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. I hope everyone's doing well, hope you've had a great day so far. We are on to, like I said, episode 4. Our previous episode was another one-off special, well, not a one-off special, but it was another one-off episode, and it did raise some interesting questions in it, but the Western theme wasn't really for me. So I'm looking forward to finding out what this one entails, what the plot is for this episode, and I think that's enough of me rambling. So time to embrace the madness. Here we go.
Life with the Doctor was like this.
Oh wow. Oh my god, that's a lot to take in.
Like this.
It's Len's Opticians. Just a reminder, your reading glasses are ready for collection.
Milk.
Sometimes that's nice though. Just sit around, do the mundane things.
We have two lives.
And how lucky you
Real
both are.
life, Doctor life.
What do we do?
Choose.
Oh, okay, so we're getting to that point where they actually are going to choose between what they want to do.
Every time we flew away with the Doctor, we'd just become part of his life. But he never stood still long enough to become part of ours. Except once. The year of the slow invasion. The time the Doctor came to stay.
Ooh! Okay, I'm really interested in this episode because we don't get to see the Doctor interact with Amy and Rory at their daily routine lives. He just pops in, appears, takes them off on an adventure, and then that's it, they're back home again. I mean, which is pretty brilliant for Amy and Rory. I'd love to have a life like that. You could just go away then back to your normal life. I think it'll be a while before they choose. I would be between spaceship and weapon.
There couldn't be life forms in every cube, could there?
I don't know. And I really don't like not knowing.
I'm due at work.
What? You've got a job?
Yeah, of course I've got a job. What do you think we do when we're not with you?
I imagine mostly kissing.
Area will be secure in 60 seconds. Ultimate force available.
I'm taking it that after the Doctor, they must know that he's back on Earth.
The journalist and the nurse. Long way from Ledworth.
We think it's been 10 years, or 10 years of you. On and off.
Oh wow, that's a long, long time to be travelling with the
Yeah.
Doctor. That's amazing.
All grown up.
I don't like this. I feel like it's getting too much into as if Amy and Rory are leaving soon. It's too nostalgic feeling.
Kate Stewart, head
Unit.
of scientific research at Unit. And with dress sense like that, you must be the Doctor.
I'm guessing that they're monitoring Amy and Rory then.
Around the world, people are picking them up and taking them home.
Taking them to work, taking pictures.
Why?
taking films.
Why would you do that? Why would you? I don't understand that.
Recommended we treat this as a hostile incursion. Gather them all up and lock them in a secure facility. But
I just think you really need to be very stupid to take one of these home not knowing what it is.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
4 days and I am still in your lounge.
You were the one who wanted to observe them.
I need to be busy.
Fine! Be busy! We'll watch the cubes!
Well, this is a practice of having a child, if ever they want one.
4 million.
Oh,
5 million.
no way, that was brilliant.
You've missed quite a few things the last year or two.
I'm so totally there. Whatever you need.
She's been fired from being a bridesmaid, isn't she? And he's been fired from his
We
job.
don't see you. And we can't
Oh,
do without you.
no.
I want you to go full time.
Oh, the opposite. Total opposite.
I said yes. committed.
And I committed to being a bridesmaid months in advance.
I think they're making their decision. I quite like that though, that they know what they want more so now. They're growing up, as the doctor said.
When I wake up, I watch the footage on fast forward. I email the result to UNIT. My middle name is Diligence. Wow.
Do you know, I'm quite impressed. Knew the cubes were doing something fishy.
Stop!
Oh my god, that's... Oh, I don't like that. That was like a gas mask underneath their skin. Why? I'm baffled. There has to be something in these cubes that make people feel at ease with them. Because why would you just leave it lying around at such random places? There has to be they have to be doing something like mentally to people.
Maybe we'll never know where they came, but anyway, being as it's our wedding anniversary, we thought you might have dropped by. I left you messages.
I know! Happy anniversary!
Oh, they're beautiful.
You'll be back before the party's over. They won't even notice you went. No complications, I promise.
Oh, what a lovely gift.
Zygon ship under the Savoy. Half the staff imposters. Still, it's all fixed now, eh?
Oh, God.
We're going home.
You can't miss a good wedding. Under the bed, under the bed.
He always finds a way to make it go wrong.
Well, somebody was talking and I just said yes.
It's a wedding vows. You just married Henry VIII.
What happened to the other people who travelled with you?
Some got left behind, and some. Some died. Not them, Brian.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. I feel like you're jinxing it. I'm a bit worried now for Amy and Rory, just how they're speaking. It makes me feel like something bad's going to happen. Oh. Oh, Amy, go get the doctor. Oh, that's not good. It's taking her DNA. So, it looks like... Is that cube linked to Amy now?
Whatever you are, this planet, these people are precious to me. Ooh, that's clever. What's that?
Oh no! No, that's not good. Oh no, we don't want them looking at that. Everyone's cube's moving. I wonder why now though.
Rory, mate, I'm desperate for help. People are saying they've been attacked by the cubes.
And why they're attacking people.
Every cube is behaving individually. There's no meaningful pattern. Some respond to proximity.
But are they all trying to find ways of harming people though, by the looks of things? Like they're not trying to help. Are they torture cubes?
I should have made sure they were collected and burned. That is what I should have done.
Maybe not burned, but collected, definitely. Definitely should have taken them off of people.
But since you dropped us back here, since you gave us this house, you know, we built a life. But I don't know if I can have both.
Why?
Because they pull at each other.
I'm surprised though, I thought she would want to try.
Because the travelling is starting to feel like running away.
That's not what it is.
Oh, come on, look at you 4 days in a lounge and you go crazy.
I did think Amy would want to keep on travelling though. I'm surprised that she wants to maybe stop.
I'm not running away from things, I'm running to them before they flare and fade forever.
It's a bit of both. You don't want to deal with the fades.
Our lives won't run the same. They can't.
He doesn't want to see like his companions grow old as well.
Then why do you keep coming back for us?
Because you were the first. The first face this face saw. And you're sealed onto my heart. I'm running to you and Rory before you fade from me.
Oh, that was such a sweet thing for the Doctor to say. That was lovely.
The cubes, that's why they stopped. Come on.
Oh no, it was a distraction. Was it to get to Rory?
They scanned everything from your...
It seemed to stop when Rory left.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Count me inside.
So, it's a countdown? Oh no, a countdown to what?
Have to get humanity away from those cubes. God knows what they'll do if they hit zero.
Hey, but why is it starting now? I mean, the kids arrived months ago. Why wait this long?
The government advises that members of the public dispose of all cubes.
Why hadn't they already did this or collected the cubes as soon as they appeared? It just makes no sense. There had to be some sort of mind thing going on.
Sorry,
Oh.
excuse me. I'm looking for the supplies cupboard.
Oh, this isn't good. Just run, just run.
Hey!
Oh God, what have they did to him? Oh. What is happening right now? I don't like that Rory's been separated and that he's up in a spaceship where God knows what can happen to him.
Well, that's good. No, it's not bombs, it's not aliens.
Why is there nothing inside?
Is it like a gas that's going to come out?
They're empty. We're safe, right?
No, too soon to think that.
There's CCTV feeds from across the world showing the same.
How are they dying?
I want information on how people are being affected.
They opened and then... anyone hot? Other one's not working.
Oh.
10 seconds after the cubes open, show me the patterns in their electrical currents. Pure electrical search out of the cube, targeted at the nearest human heart.
But why? What for? What's the end goal here?
There's a hospital where Rory works.
What an awful coincidence.
Just get away from it.
How many deaths have been recorded?
We think it could be a third of the population.
Oh my God, that is mental.
I need to locate the wormhole portal.
Oh, they said that right in front of that wee girl, didn't they? Oh, did the wee girl the portal?
It's all right, it's all right. I can't do it. Welcome back, Lefty. Whoa. Back in the game. Saborian smelling salts, outlawed in 7 galaxies. Get them out of here. You two, now.
What the hell is that?
Before the Shakri were a myth. A myth to keep the young of Gallifrey in their place.
The Shakri exist in all of time, and none.
We thought the cubes were an invasion. The start of war.
The human contagion only must be eliminated.
Yeah, this is pest control, not war.
You want a tally? Put their achievements against their failings. I will back humanity against the Shakri every time.
The tally must be met. The second wave will be released.
Is that the tally of number of people?
You'd need mass defibrillation.
Of course. Ah, beautiful.
I love how the Doctor always sees the best in people and humanity just because of the companions that he takes and the people he meets along the way, even though he meets some right horrible people as well.
cubes, there's going to be a terrible wave of energy ricocheting around here any second.
I'm gonna miss this.
Oh, they were talking like they've already decided that they're stopping.
Emergency hospitals and field units are working at full capacity around the world as
Oh wow,
survivors of cardiac arrests are nursed back to health.
So no one died. That's pretty amazing.
You really are as remarkable as Dad said. Thank you.
My, a kiss from a Lethbridge steward. That is new.
Oh, I know who that is now. Took me a while.
You both have lives here, beautiful, messy lives. You don't want to give them up.
Actually, it's you they can't give up, Doctor. No, I don't think they should. Go with him.
You could come, Brian.
Somebody's got to water the plants.
Oh no, Brian should go. He should go with
Just
them.
bring them back safe.
It was also when we realized something that Shakri never understood. The power of 3.
Oh, I feel like Brian should go with them. Oh, he notices everything, Brian. Okay, so that was Doctor Who episode 4. Thanks for watching with me. Now, I really like that we got Brian, Arthur Weasley. I have no idea what the actor's name is. I'm really glad that we've got him back, and I feel like he was doing so much more in this episode. Not so much that he had more dialogue, it was just his subtle reactions to things and how the camera would pan over to him to catch those reactions, and they really told a story that actual dialogue wasn't necessary. So even at the end with him saying to the Doctor that it's the Doctor that Amy and Rory want to spend time with, that Amy and Rory miss, not the adventures, because he was watching, he could understand that. I did think it would go a bit, I thought it would go somewhere with the cubes, as in I thought he would be the one to discover something with the cubes because he was constantly monitoring them. So I was a bit disappointed that all this happened all at the same time, with the cubes coming to life and finding ways to kill people all at once, and it wasn't actually Brian who discovered it. Just because it was so diligent with watching these cubes, I was hoping we would get more of a payoff from that. So a wee bit gutted that we didn't get what I was looking for there. So interesting episode with the cubes flying about or just laying there. I don't understand why anyone would take the cubes into their home or use them as a paperweight or put them in their cutlery drawer when you don't know what it is. Why would you do that? I don't get it. And 2, why wouldn't the government or unit take the cubes away from people? Why would they leave the cubes with the public? I mean, I could maybe put it as that the cubes are influencing people's minds, and that's why the people took the cubes. But UNIT didn't seem to have that problem with the cubes. It just seems to be that they don't actually care as much if Earth are harmed by it, as in they're too busy studying the cubes rather than actually getting the cubes away from people. So I thought that was a big oversight on their part. So I'm interested about the tally, or I don't know, not tally, they're doing a tally. I can't remember the name of them, but the one that the Doctor was saying how basically they were the nightmare that they were told when they were children. They were the warning that they were told about. Also, they thwarted them quite quickly. I mean, it didn't take long for the Doctor to save the day and to stop the cubes from killing humanity. Not even just that, he made it so the people who died from the heart attack all came back to life again. There should be more repercussions than that. I don't really think there was much consequence to what happened, what went on, but it was too easy to get rid of them when this is a race of aliens that the Doctor grew up being taught to fear, so it shouldn't be that easy. We also had Amy and Rory, and it looks like, at first it looked like Amy and Rory had made their decision that they didn't want to travel with the Doctor anymore. It seemed like they're quite comfortable in their own reality, in their own world, in their own space now, and that they'd chosen their life over adventures with the Doctor. Which I was surprised at that from Amy, because I just could never see Amy not wanting to travel with the Doctor. I know ultimately they've decided to actually continue on travelling with him, but before that it did seem like Amy was willing to give up, was ready to decide to. It wasn't even a matter of deciding to stay with Rory or travelling with the Doctor. It was deciding to live their life, and they've, like she said, they've got the house, they've got friends, they've got work. I was surprised at that decision from Amy, but I think that just goes to show how much she is. It goes to show how much she's grown, and how the mundane now is no longer mundane for her. It's like it's comfortable now for her, and maybe travelling as much as they do is starting to get a bit tiring. But I was surprised at that. So when Arthur Weasley, when Brian reiterated that you want to keep travelling with the Doctor because you want to spend time with the Doctor and keep on doing it because you don't know how long you're going to get. You need to just live your life, live every moment. And I'm really glad that Amy and Rory decided to follow that advice and go with the Doctor. Bit gutted that Brian didn't go with them though. I think he should have, because it seems like he would be good at dealing with that sort of stuff. Like, he's just so observant. I think he would be quite a good companion. I mean, Unit should probably hire him. That would give him something to do as well. So yeah, when Amy and Rory did end up deciding to actually continue to travel with the Doctor, I thought that made a lot of sense, but it did get a bit confusing because it kept on going back and forth. I think it should have been brought up a bit more, because through the whole episode all we've been told was enough is enough, time to stop, we need to make that decision. And then at the end, no, we don't need to make that decision anymore, we can still keep on going. So yeah, I'm not really sure what they were going for with that. Another thing, there was a lot of ominous lines throughout this episode about death, about the companion's death, about Amy and Rory, about what could happen to them, about how the Doctor will keep them safe. I didn't like it. It makes me really worried. I'm thinking that the writers are just doing that to make us feel that way, but then it's going to be fine. We also had that talk between Amy and the Doctor, and that was, oh my god, I loved that. I loved that scene with those two. Just, the acting was brilliant there, the writing was really good. I like how we got to hear how he's feeling. Amy's the first face that he's seen as this version of the Doctor, and that's why she means so much to him, and it makes me quite emotional, like even thinking about that scene between the two. I just thought it was such a lovely moment. Don't know why, everything's getting me emotional lately. But I really liked what they said and how open they were with each other, and I think it shows that the Doctor's growing as well, that he can like be emotional with Amy, because we don't often see that. At least with David Tennant's Doctor, he wouldn't share how he was feeling in that way. Like, he didn't share it with Rose think he might have shared it further on in the future with like Donna, but I loved that scene. It was beautifully written, and I'm happy that that was in this episode. We got Unit back. I recognise her. I feel like I recognise her from the Doctor Who, the latest Doctor Who specials that I watched. She looked similar, and it turns out that she's Lethbridge's daughter. And I just clocked who he was when I was when we got to the end of the episode. I realised who he was, and he was a good actor as well. And it was nice that they still have him, his legacy in the show too. I did quite enjoy that we got to see Amy and Rory's life when they're not with the Doctor. I thought that was quite interesting to actually witness what they do in their spare time, and I'm glad that in their spare time, see, even the way I'm phrasing that, in their spare time, like that's their life, that's not in their spare time. Wow. But I'm glad that the Doctor actually spent time with them and seen what they live like, and maybe it helped him understand a bit more about how difficult a decision it is that they have to make. I found it interesting how Amy was saying that the Doctor's always like running away from things, and he thinks that no, he's running forward, he's running too, because of how quickly things end. And I think it's both of those things. I definitely think the Doctor's running away. He's running away from like his companions dying or leaving or getting older, or he's running away from his guilt about what he's did in the past. He's running away from so many experiences that he's had. I think it's a self-preservation technique because he has lived for so long. I mean, he is different from a human. He's got obviously a different mindset because everything is structured differently. But I assume when you live for thousands of years, I mean, the weight that must have on your mind is, I think if you were to stop, everything would just wash over you about what you've been through. And even though it's not similar, it reminds me of moments like for myself, like I've had things going on in the past, like that's hence the anxiety going on. Lately I have, which I've never experienced before, I've been having anxiety attacks. Never had that before in my life. And it could be doing something, like literally doing nothing, as in going to the shops, and then it's just overwhelmed me. Or I've went to the cinema and I've felt that way. And I think it's because it's that moment where you pause to not do anything, that things just come to the surface of your mind. And maybe that's what the Doctor's running from as well. But I do agree with him that he's definitely running too, when he knows how quickly life ends, how quickly existence, how quickly civilizations end. So he's wanting to experience as much as he can. It's almost like someone that's dying, they're wanting to do their bucket list, and he's a bit like that, except it's not him that's dying, it's everything else, which I find quite an interesting take. So basically, I do think both Amy and the Doctor, Amy's right in her observations, and the Doctor's telling the truth, but he's not fully sharing all how he feels about it. So there has been some good moments in this episode, some interesting scenes between Amy and the Doctor. But overall, I think it was a good episode. Again, it's not my favourite episode. I feel like a lot more could have been added to this. A lot more could have been taken out. Like a lot more scenes. Like I said, I like the scene between Amy and the Doctor. I just feel like they could have given Brian more to do, or gave us a bit of a payoff from what he was doing. And I do think it ended with the cubes quite quickly, and that we need to explore more about who this race are, like who they are, and why the Doctor and the Time Lords were taught to fear them, what it is that they do. well, we know what they do, they cull, but so do like the Daleks do that, like, you know, so do a lot of other races. So why them in particular were they taught to fear? They either took out moments that weren't needed in this episode, or if they made a follow-up episode, so like a two-parter, if maybe that would have worked better, so that the cubes could have more of a chance to be a threat, because we didn't really get to see them as much of a threat. It was echoing back to how the Cybermen appeared, and everyone thought that they were ghosts of their dead relatives. But the way that was done was more sinister than the cubes. The cubes, people picked them up, took them home, they just used them as like paperweights and just flung them about, and it made no sense that they weren't taken off of the public. That's just my opinion on things though. Anyway, thank you so much for watching along with me, and I think that is it. I've done enough rambling for today, so I'll see you all for the next episode next time. Bye!